There is never a dull moment on The Voice. The battles are always a spectacle of fireworks. When it comes to musical style, it makes no difference how far apart the two vocalists that compete against each other in each round are. Both of them are going to bring out the best in each other if you put them on stage together. In the course of season 26, this has been made abundantly clear in the confrontation that took place between Danny Joseph, a member of Team Reba, and Deon Jones. During the rehearsals for the battles, Coach Reba McEntire made the decision to pair the two men together and have them perform It's a Man's World, which is a soul classic by James Brown. It was a song from the jump that was a showstopper, and it seemed like the ideal spot to put both of their voices. Danny's got that gravelly, rock and roll, hardcore singing style, and Deon is sweet and pretty, McEntire told the audience. I thought, well, that would be a great marriage right there. She concluded by saying, this is a 4-chair versus a 1-chair, but they're going toe-to-toe. As McEntire mentioned in the rehearsals, Joseph chose her as his coach after winning a coveted 4-chair turn, while Deon was selected by McEntire and McEntire alone. That might suggest a difference in quality, but when the two singers took the stage, they matched each other note for note in an electric showdown that left the coaches blown away. Danny, everything about your style, you're just so original and such an incredible singer, Gwen Stefani said. Deon, same thing. I love your tone so much. It sounds so vintage to me, like it sounds like the records that you heard growing up. Every time Danny would do something so eccentric and animated, you would come in and be like, no, watch this, and you had your own character. So together it just worked so well. Snoop Dogg echoed Stefani. That song is deep, and the way you guys sung it, you'll sung it with the same conviction and the same passion that James has, Snoop said. Like Gwen said, it wasn't just singing, it was performing. NBC's The Voice is famous for its battle rounds, which are a series of competitions in which outstanding singers compete against one another to demonstrate their worth. Danny Joseph and Deon Jones gave a performance of the soul classic, It's a Man's World by James Brown during season 26, which quickly became one of the most captivating clashes of the season. This performance turned out to be a moment that will live long in the memory thanks to the assistance of coaches Reba McEntire and Gwen Stefani, as well as the star power of mentors Snoop Dogg and Michael Bublé. This is the setup. During the blind auditions, Danny Joseph had already established himself as a frontrunner because to the smooth and soulful tone that he possessed. Similarly formidable was Deon Jones, who possessed a voice that was both forceful and gritty, as well as an exciting stage presence. As someone who is well known for her profound understanding of the emotional narrative that can be found in music, Reba McEntire recognized the potential for an epic showdown. As someone who has a good eye for creative distinctiveness, Gwen Stefani was in agreement that the combination of these two vocalists would result in a masterpiece of vocal performance. Rehearsals, combining varieties of energy and styles. At the beginning of rehearsals, both artists were eager to demonstrate their respective strengths. To take the experience to the next level, Reba and Gwen have brought in two exceptional mentors. With his one-of-a-kind approach to rhythm and performance, Snoop Dogg inspired Deon to fully embrace his raw energy and establish a profound connection with the song's anguish and strength. Danny was able to improve his phrasing and add a bit of elegance to his delivery with the assistance of Michael Bublé, who is well known for his soft voice and charisma. As the rehearsals progressed, the two singers were able to find a balance between their distinct ways of presentation. In stark contrast to Deon's intense and impassioned intensity, Danny's delivery was smooth and under control, which offered a remarkable contrast. While pressing both artists to portray the profoundly emotional heart of the song, Reba underlined the significance of storytelling and emphasized its value. As this was going on, Gwen was encouraging them to test their limits and take chances in order to make sure that their performance would be captivating to the audience. The show in question. There was a real sense of expectancy in the studio as the stage lights were turned down and the first chords of It's a Man's World began to play. Danny began his performance with a smooth and sincere delivery, which drew the audience into the story that was being told by the song through his performance. The lyrics were given a haunting vulnerability by his delicate voice, which added to the composition. As soon as Deon joined in, his powerful voice resounded throughout the venue, filling the performance with unfiltered feelings and an unyielding level of passion. Between the two of them, there was an electric chemistry. They worked together to exchange phrases with accuracy, building up tension and then releasing it in waves. The song was taken to far higher levels as a result of the dramatic interplay that was created by Danny's vocal mastery and Deon's emotional grit. The crowd was on their feet by the time they reached the climactic final chorus, and they were mesmerized by the sheer strength and talent that was being displayed. The responses of the athletes. The studio exploded in cheers as the final note faded away from the recording. As she applauded both vocalists, Reba McEntire's eyes sparkled with excitement, indicating that she was visibly moved. "It was absolutely incredible," Reba remarked. "You have a voice that is as smooth as silk, and every note you played was flawless. You, Deon, brought a great deal of fire and spirit to the table." The story of this song was told by both of you in a manner that was honest and unfiltered. "This was one of the most powerful battles I've ever seen," Gwen Stefani said, echoing the sentiment expressed by the previous speaker. "Danny, you have a remarkable ability to regulate your voice and connect with others emotionally. You have this great capacity, Deon, to command the stage and make everyone feel the passion that you have for what you do. Both of you have my utmost admiration." In the relaxed manner that is characteristic of Snoop Dogg, he expressed his full approval. "Tonight, you guys really brought it. Deon, you're a beast out there, and Danny, you've got that slick feel that's plain fire. To put it simply, this is the essence of music." The comment was made by Michael Bublé, who stated, "That was a performance that was a masterclass." On the other hand, Deon, your energy was off the charts, and Danny, your precision and tone were absolutely immaculate. You have succeeded in creating something truly enchanted. It is the choice. Now that the feedback from the coaches had been presented, it was time for Reba to make the difficult decision. She addressed both of the contestants with remarks that came from the heart. "Danny, you have demonstrated an extraordinary level of skill and control, and your voice possesses a beauty that is ageless. The force and passion that you possess, Deon, cannot be denied. This is one of the most difficult choices I've ever had to put myself through." A moment of suspense ensued before Reba made her decision, which was as follows. "The victor of this conflict is Deon." Danny kindly applauded his fellow competitor, while Deon's face lit up with excitement as he watched the competition. However, before Danny could leave the stage, Gwen Stefani and Snoop Dogg each pressed their buttons in order to steal him, which rekindled the competition. The steal, start of a new chapter. It was Gwen who made the initial pitch, saying, "Danny, you are a star. I am confident that I will be able to assist you in realizing your full potential and displaying even more creativity. If you become a member of my team, we will create magic together." Snoop, who is incapable of being outdone, continued by saying, "Danny, you have that vibe that is genuine and enduring. In the event that you choose to roll with me, we will take this to the very top." Following a brief period of reflection, Danny made the decision to become a member of Team Gwen, so paving the way for an eagerly anticipated transition in his path. What made this conflict so resonant? During the 26th season of The Voice, the competition that took place between Danny Joseph and Deon Jones will be regarded as a landmark moment. Not only did it highlight the enormous skill of both performers, but it also demonstrated the effect that mentoring and working together can have. The direction that Reba and Gwen provided, in conjunction with the advice that Snoop Dogg and Michael Bublé provided, was able to bring out the best in both singers, resulting in a performance that was not only technically remarkable, but also carried a strong emotional impact. The contrast between Danny's calm and controlled vocals and Deon's raw and fiery delivery brought to light the adaptability of the song, as well as the depth of their distinct artistry. In the field of music competitions, it was a reminder of why The Voice continues to be a standout. It is not only about finding exceptional voices, rather, it is about uncovering artists who are able to move audiences and communicate engaging stories via music. From here on out, in light of the fact that Danny is now a member of Team Gwen and Deon is making progress on Team Reba, both vocalists have bright futures ahead of them. While Danny will continue to explore new artistic possibilities with Gwen's backing, Deon will continue to fine-tune his thunderous performances under the guidance of Reba. Amidst the intensifying competition, fans are excitedly anticipating what these two amazing talents will offer to the stage in the following performance. I can say with absolute certainty that their journey on The Voice is not even close to being over, and the best is yet to come.